even though that Manchester United made a 90 million euros in total for Sesko, Newcastle made more for 95 million euros. But the rumors is that Sesko is leaning to Manchester United, so we'll see how that will. He's yet to make a decision on his career, so he's going to think about those clubs, think about his career before he makes a move. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and today more transfers. And again, Nigeria lost in their tournament they are playing against Senegal. You know, our female are doing not proud, but our men. We don't beg una since. We don't beg una. Our female football team won the competition. Our female basketball team, it don't reach una turn, una don't they lose. Okay, we'll talk about that on the show. Good morning, John. How are you?
A fantastic morning to you, Godwin. Fantastic morning to all our super fans out there joining us on a very, very enjoyable morning in the studio.
Good morning, also.
Good morning. Godwin has started with the dashboards. Let's just continue from there.
Okay, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, let's start with transfer. The hottest property, the hottest player in the transfer market now is Sesko. Sesko, everybody's officially Manchester United made that bid, even though it's 5 million euros less than what Newcastle made. But the rumors is that, as we said yesterday, that if they get an inside information that Sesko will choose Manchester United, they will make a bid. So they have been waiting. Probably they have that green light. That's why they made a bid. But generally, we say it again, 95 million for a striker that didn't even score 20 goals last season. He has not even scored 20 league goals in his whole career, but he's a prospect. Everybody is looking at it that it's going to be the hottest thing in the next 2 or 3 years. Everybody, but 95 million, 90 million is too much for him, I guess.
95 million euros. May not come be like, say, you leave it open to the imagination. 95 million euros, that's about 60-something or 70-something million pounds or thereabouts.
About 80 million pounds.
No.
About 80 million pounds or so. 100 million euros back then. Wait now, John. 100 million euros back there when something never really strong. Now 85 million pounds. So 95 now about 82 or 80. He passed 75. I sure of that one. He passed 78 million pounds. 95 million euros, about 80 million pounds. The gap not too much, but about 80 million pounds for a striker as Sesko. It's not a new thing. I've said it before. If the player is tilted towards a certain club, you get, and that club is also missing a bid. Any other team that is coming will give him, we want to convince him with high wages, which is what Man United have done in the past. Because this guy is leaning towards Newcastle now, but you want him to come to Man United, you will pay him more than what he is worth. You will pay more to get him in. You will pay more to the club actually to get him in. Then you pay the player more than what he is worth. You get, it might be worth 150,000 pounds in the market, or 150,000 pounds as his wages. But because you want him to come to your club, you pay him about 300, which is way more than what he is worth. And where he's coming from, they're paying him about 60 or 70,000 pounds. So for Newcastle going in for him, I'm sure Newcastle has submitted a bid of 150,000 pounds, blah, blah, all those things, and submitted 90 million euros to Leipzig for this guy. And this guy is saying, and that's the second bid, though. The first bid was about 80 million euros. They added 15 to make it 95 million euros. Now, Man United has submitted their first bid after Newcastle's second bid. First bid, 90 million euros, which is 85 and 5 in add-ons. While Newcastle, I think Newcastle was submitting 85 and 10 in add-ons. Man United is submitting 85, which they've matched the official Newcastle bid. Now, the add-ons, now they come out something from, which is okay for Man United. But the thing is, I'll say it again. Why waste so much money? Højlund, you see the suffer Højlund. People are still saying you spent 100 and something million for strikers that cannot score 10 Premier League goals. Why waste so much money to get in another striker when you already have 2 prospects or 3? I would say they have 3 prospects. Get a proven person in, get a leader in that side in. You already have 3 prospects, and there's still more coming from the academy. So you already have 3 prospects in this side. Why get another prospect in for that huge amount?
Now that's the sense to why Arsenal didn't choose Sesko, even though that the money is quite different. But a part of thing that Arsenal need a striker that can hit the ground running. Not necessarily in quote that he's going to do that, but somebody that has advanced, has played, has scored a whole lot of goals. But John, 95 million for Sesko, 22 years old. I've not even scored, as I said, I've not scored 20 league goals in his whole career, and we are spending much on him league goals. I didn't say overall.
He never scored 20 league goals now.
Bro, before you condemn a player, at least have the decency to look into his stats, okay? The Højlund you are complaining, how much did Manchester United sign
70 something.
Thank you.
And he didn't score 20 league goals as well. He scored about 15 or so.
That's what this guy is an upgrade.
How is he an upgrade?
He's an upgrade.
How?
Højlund has played 94 games, scored 23 goals cumulatively. This guy has played 64 games, scored 27 cumulatively.
Let's go to 2023-2024 season. That is 2 years ago. Scored 14 goals in the Bundesliga.
How many assists?
Last year, the 2 assists. Last season, he scored 13 with 5 assists. So, he's within that range of Højlund. What Manchester United is saying is within that range of what they did with Højlund.
I'm telling you his stats cumulatively. Højlund 94 games.
Are you talking his stats at Manchester United or his stats at Atlanta?
In the big 5 leagues, bro. In the big 5 leagues, 94 games in the big 5 leagues, 23 goals. And sesko, 64 games, 27 goals. That tells you all you need to know.
Wait, no, that
tells you all you need to know.
That tells you all you need to know. How many goals? Wait till the goal difference. Come again with that number because don't they use number confuse us.
It's not about goal difference.
No, what is the goal difference?
Excuse me, nonsense. Excuse me, I'm not done. Secondly, this guy has played about 30 games less than Højlund. In the next 30 games, he has already eclipsed Højlund with 30 games to spare.
I think
I'm just saying that the numbers make it glaringly obvious that not only can this guy finish with both feet, he can finish with his head. And he is a better finisher than Højlund.
Yeah.
The numbers don't lie.
We can argue that both of them, but the return is still a problem. But I'm not saying that they are not going to.
You know why they use this? If you want to win debate, you go find angle we favor you. I said their stats because coming to Man United is a different atmosphere.
That's the problem.
And you're counting Højlund's 60 games or 50 games at Manchester United. Before coming to Man United, what was his stats? Because that was what you should.
It's cumulative, bro.
I'm not saying leave cumulative, bro. Leave English. Talk about their stats.
Baba,
wait now, John. Wait now. Because when you come down to Manchester United, and things happen differently, we will not talk about cumulatively again. We'll say, this guy not come United, come flop. I'll give you legends of different clubs that came to Man United and came from the ranks of Man United and flopped. Number 1 person in that ranking is Wilfred Zaha. He's a legend at Crystal Palace. He didn't win a trophy at Crystal Palace, but he's a legend there. He went outside Crystal Palace. He did something great outside Crystal Palace. But at Manchester, he didn't do anything. He's a good player. When you say he's not a good player, the Manchester United factor would always be calculated on its own, as a single entity. The Manchester United factor. You're telling me Højlund cumulatively? Tell me his stats at Atlanta. 2 seasons in a row before he came down to Manchester United. Don't be saying me. Wait. Tell me Højlund stats because
I'm telling you Højlund stats.
You're telling me cumulatively because you're adding Manchester United to it.
In the Serie A, 32 games, 9 goals.
32 games, 9 goals.
4 assists. In the Premier League, 62 games, 14 goals. 3 assists.
Now leave Premier League.
No.
Leave Premier League.
You said,
in this guy,
you do not have the right to cut me off after I've already presented evidence that you are wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You are totally wrong.
Cumulatively because
I've given you his Serie A. No.
John.
I've given you his Serie A. If you look at it, 32 plus 64, that is 94. If you look at the goals, 23. Serie A and the Premier League cumulatively.
This is what I'm checking about these 2 strikers.
Cumulatively.
Look at the numbers. I don't even see.
You said 23 goals total. You said 27.
27.
What do you do 23 and 27?
30 games less, bro. 30 games less. That's the difference, man. Get it into your head. Coming down, look at the Bundesliga. 18 games, 9 goals. If you want to go to other cup competitions, you have it there. But don't come in here and tell me that this guy is a light years better than sesko. Bro, he's not.
John.
Sesko is way better.
John.
And this is just this guy's stats I'm talking about now.
John.
I gave you the cumulative. You said no in Serie A. I came to Serie A. 32 games, 9 goals. Totally rubbish.
How many does
totally rubbish.
How many does sesko have in the Serie A last season?
Totally rubbish.
Because the last season
sesko has not played in the Serie A. In the Bundesliga, he had a better return than this young man.
You talk about Højlund, it's 1 season, 30-something games, 9 goals. Sesko last season, 13 goals. 9 and 30, what's the difference? 4 goal difference.
Yes.
4 goal difference. in one season. We're talking about one season now.
Nah, it's not one season, no, because he has been at Manchester United more than one season.
I think
don't worry.
Also he's saying before Manchester United.
No, before Manchester United, it was 9 goals in the Bundesliga. So
this guy, that's why before he comes, this one enters Manchester United.
It's 13 goals. In so one season. In one season. All
I'm telling you, whether you are buying potential or not buying, now you want striker. Not be me one striker.
That's the point.
I have the greatest striker in the world right now in my team. Now you need striker. So all I'm telling you is that relative to what you have where you are right now, if not by that, let's pull this guy's record last season in Manchester United and pull Sesko's last season. Times 3 of what he produced. So what are you telling me?
Come on,
bro, I know they come on nothing. Even if I come on Manchester United right now and we go back, it's still 9 against 13.
Yes, I know.
And this is not one season. No, this is how many seasons before he moved to Manchester United?
I'm not saying that Sesko is not going to do well or not do well. But what Manchester invested in Højlund is potential. Obviously, what everybody is investing in Sesko is potential. Because you not tell me that somebody that scored in the past 2 seasons has scored 19 in the Bundesliga, 13 and 14, what 95 million. They are still investing in potential.
It's Maleke 153.
That's why everybody is investing.
So why is this a yardstick now to disqualify Sesko's transfer?
I'm not disqualifying. I'm just saying that Manchester United bought Højlund by potential, because of potential.
Thank you. The same mistake.
Sesko is by potential too.
Simple.
So
but this is a better potential than what you had last season that couldn't score up to 5 goals in the Premier League.
Okay, what if Sesko comes to Manchester United and not score up to 9 goals in the Premier League?
I don't understand. Look at his stats for crying out loud.
It's possible.
Look at his stats for crying out loud.
As we say, the factor here is Manchester United, not necessarily the players. Players coming to Manchester United did well in the other clubs. Apart from
didn't do well enough where he was before coming to Manchester United.
If you look at the players they bought in a couple of years now, Anthony, Sancho, and all that. If you notice that the factor everybody is talking about, there is something about Manchester United that they need to change. Not necessarily
not
the players.
For all players, because you have players that still have their attitude issues. We have players that still have their lackadaisical work ethic. You have players that are totally seeing Manchester United as retirement home right now. You have players, because why would you tell me that you've been frozen out of a squad, you've been told to leave, and you are dragging your feet when it comes into looking for another club to get you, and you are refusing to take a pay cut on clubs that are coming for you when you know that a World Cup is coming around and you should be getting ready to be in a part of your national setup to play in that World Cup? Well, it's not an issue. So I will not allow you hang this whole problem squarely on Manchester United's neck, because this guy never performed before coming to Manchester United. How do you play 32 games in the Serie A and you give me 9 goals production and you're telling me that the problem is at Manchester United? What's his numbers at Manchester United?
That's the same thing that we are talking about. Sesko played 33 games in Bundesliga and scored 13 goals.
How many assists?
Four goals different. What I'm saying is
19 goals here. 19 here.
Wait, 9 goals. How many? 13 goals.
19 here.
Sesko 13 goals. How many assists?
Is there now? I think 2 or 3.
Sesko.
13
goals. How many assists? 5. Højlund was 9 goals, 4 assists. The difference is what? 1 assist short than Sesko.
And 4 goals
short. And 4 goals
short than Sesko. Wait, John, the way you are dragging this matter like Højlund and Sesko is a hit.
Last season, 4 goals from 32 games.
Is that what I say?
4 goals, 32 games last season.
If this guy can't come out United, because score only 2 goals in 32 games.
4 goals in 32 games. And you are telling me that this guy that they are about to bring in now is the same category with this guy? How, please? How? Just how? How is that possible? 4 goals, 1 assist this season. Last season that you claim he had a fantastic debut season. 15 games, 6 goals, 3 assists. How far now? Where is the numbers? Something is adding up here.
I'm not saying it's not an upgrade or not upgrade, because he has been at Manchester United, so we are going to judge him with Manchester United career. He's not been doing well. But if you check before he went to Manchester United,
the numbers were not there. Now that's what I'm showing you. 32 games, 9 goals.
The same thing with I can make that argument with Sesko. 13 goals in 33
games.
How?
And any striker.
An early striker.
John,
excuse me.
John, wait. And look at the two players. Højlund at Atlanta. Now Atlanta was not starting most games. He comes up from the bench, but
now the excuse where you want to come now. I know. Bring your excuse.
Starting most games.
Bring your excuse.
And he still had 9 goals. Sesko, they play 90 minutes most times.
Oh wow.
Get 13
now
days.
they play 90
No, now you find argument.
Which club?
I'm telling you that the both of them are prospects.
Which club did this guy leave before coming to what's his name now? Where did Haaland leave before going to Dortmund?
You ask me?
I'm not Salzburg.
No, I think from Mo to Salzburg to Dortmund.
Salzburg to the
yes.
Dortmund, yes.
Leipzig now. Before Sesko coming, who was there? This guy is just getting his full 90 minutes at this club. The last 2 seasons, man. The last 2 seasons. And look at it cumulatively in the Bundesliga. He has 119 games, 48 goals cumulatively. And look at the assists, 14 assists cumulatively.
What I'm saying that
so don't even come and give me that excuse.
Let's agree to disagree that all of them are the same best of the same feather.
League 2.
And I'm the same mama born them.
League 2, 44 games, 22 goals, 6 assists. Don't tell me he hasn't done it. Go back and look at the other competitions.
I cannot say Sesko is an elite striker. That's the point.
Your pockets, then, you know, concern me.
All this Sesko.
Your pockets.
Your
pockets. Do you know somebody?
I think they score more than him. So I can argue Ekitike because Ekitike score more than him in the Bundesliga.
God, even forget that one. Me, I will spend more to get Victor Boniface in, making they do TikTok, they score goals, than these other players.
Your pockets.
Then I will get, because Boniface has a better goal record, better goal ratio. Then from Belgium, he was
why Man you know Bayern?
Manchester United.
Now Manchester United. Another one concerned.
Jonathan David there. Why Man you know Bayern?
I'm just saying, Sesko, Højlund, best of the same feather. Like say Mama Bond.
You don't concern me. That's your opinion, man.
But
you can't say best of the same feathers.
You can't tell me Sesko, as a person, as a player, is 10x. Because that's where you want to put it. It's 10x better than Højlund. He didn't day.
Is day and light better than Højlund?
He's not.
Day and light.
Not. They are birds of the same feather. They are birds of the same feather.
Day
the
and
same
light.
Mama, 9 bond them.
You know to say the same mama, bro. You know consign me.
The mama will bond them now waiting.
You know consign me. Prospect. You cannot expunge Manchester United from Højlund's record.
Yes.
Neither you cannot expunge this other team from Sesko's record. If you put both seasons side by side, it's light and days are better. Light and days.
I'm not saying, John. I'm not saying that Sesko cannot come to Manchester United and do it. He can.
So what are we saying, man?
I'm saying that Højlund was bought for potential.
Hoping
that it will work.
Yes.
That Sesko they are still buying on potential, hoping that it's going to work. He might still come in and not work.
Is a possibility.
That's the thing about football.
But it's a possibility.
But it's still better. It's still better than what Manchester United have now.
Thank you.
I understand that. But that doesn't mean that doesn't.
Thank you.
It's not better.
I'm not talking about Mbuemo. I'm talking about Højlund and Zeski.
It's not better. Now the same mama bond them.
But carry their two put together, they're not reaching in G and a half. Either way.
Okay, let's see what Manchester is going to they are bidding, but we are not even talking about Newcastle. Newcastle is somewhere looking because they are not even entered the negotiation with Liverpool because of Isak. They need to buy a striker or guarantee to bring in a striker before they can even negotiate Isak. If not, they will allow Isak to run down his contract, because if they sell Isak for an instant and they can't buy Sesko, it's going to be hard on them. Wisha is still not Brentford is still not backing down for Wisha because they have lost a whole lot of players in that team. So Newcastle in a very, very difficult situation. They sent a bid for first. They rushed and sent a bid for Sesko and another bid. So it's a dicey thing for Newcastle. Newcastle is the one that is going to lose in all these transfers, even though they are going to probably get 140, 150 million pounds in this deal for Isak, but they still need a striker in that team. They cannot sell everybody. Wilson has left to
free transfer, of course. His contract expired. Yes.
Now they don't even have a striker in that team. If they sign,
you need to go back, go play striker.
So Newcastle is all this thing we are arguing is just Newcastle that is still going to lose. But for Sesko, he has to decide. Look at it very, very well. If you look at him, look at his play, and we are talking about them changing the style. If they buy in Sesko, they have to revert in playing a number 9 and probably playing a 2-10 behind him.
We are complaining about Man United signing. Once upon a time, Man United went to get a striker that didn't have more than 7 goals in the league. Whereas he came and he was playing as midfielder.
We are going to check.
So Man United can convert anybody to play anywhere.
Part of the problem
with business, bro.
Part of Manchester United problem last year, truthfully, was scoring goals. If you look at the difference within other top teams and conceding, it wasn't like light and day, but they could not score a lot of goals because Sesko and Zeski were just playing. I don't know what they are playing. So I think that's why they are investing all the money. Imagine buying Kunya, Mbeumo, and Sesko in one transfer summer. We are not talking about you spending almost 200 million pounds in just that striker position. Yumpu must smoke.
That's because the manager made it clear that it was 10 that is the problem for his former to work. You know, I like football. Though. If you can watch it dispassionately, he has made a case last season that he no get 10 where go play that 2 position behind the striker. They don't buy 2, give him now. Now they are looking for a striker. Amorim no get excuse.
You have to challenge something that need tough for.
Amorim no get excuse.
200 million pounds on strikers and not challenge. At least top 4.
Amorim no get excuse.
Make we just ginger and make him do well. See, normally I like Amorim because truthfully I like young coaches. When young coaches come in to a big club to do it, because it's always a dicey thing. If you go to a big club and don't perform, you hardly get another big call from another big club. It's from there you progress. Do you understand? Thank God that company is doing well at Bayern Munich. If he leaves, he might go to another bigger club or another big club. But if you do not do well, imagine they sack you. Who will come call you again? So I'm hoping that Amorim is going to survive this all this matter that is happening, because he cannot finish 15th next season. It's going to be hard on him and Manchester United, even though they are telling him to be. Even if he finish top 6, we are seeing progress in play, we're seeing progress in results. Everybody will leave him, and hopefully 2 years time he will challenge. But he's going to buy Sesko, because the rumors is that they are going to make a bid if Sesko is going to choose Manchester United, and obviously it's looking like Sesko is going to choose them. Okay, let's talk about other transfers that is going to happen. For Newcastle have other options they are going to make. If they don't get Sesko, they are now forced to go for Jackson of Chelsea, the 24-year-old Jackson for Chelsea, because that's the only option they have now. If Sesko don't work, they have to go and bid for Jackson, and Chelsea is going to demand money for Jackson too. So Jackson has played in the Premier League for a couple of seasons now, so it's going to be not to adapt in the Premier League. So I think Jackson going to Newcastle, I think it's a win-win for everybody.
I don't think it's a win-win. No. First and foremost, let me start from this angle. What happens to Manchester United's recruitment team? Because so far this season, apart from the Kunya and Mbeumo deal, that was the only 2 deals that showed initiative. The Sesko deal is a reaction to the potential loss of a top striker in the market who could improve the forward line. So they didn't see that Sesko deal. Newcastle has been the one coming for this Sesko as a fallout of them missing out on Ekitike. If everything had gone the way it was meant to be, it's supposed to be Ekitike and Isak at Newcastle, and then Manchester United looking for any of the other strikers out there.
But they do it in Newcastle.
Thank you. Newcastle have missed out on 6 top talents. 6.
They'll just be somebody will just collect.
Dean Huijsen. If we go, the list plenty. So João Pedro. If we the list plenty. Like they've and now Manchester United want to come and compound their misery this season.
Last season,
that's for that.
Last season there was rumors about Man United being linked to Sesko,
but
they opted out to go for Zeski instead. They opted out to go for Zeski instead of Sesko last season. So Man United don't get idea, they don't get scouts there. A scout called them that they have a potential player there. Another scout called that they had Zeski, and they opted for Zeski and left Sesko wherever it is to develop, and said they would monitor it. And good news was they were going to monitor Sesko's progress. Now they're coming back this season to see if they can get him in. And you said they lost a striker. Who was the striker? Gyökeres. There was no eye for Gyökeres at the first place.
Oh wow.
I'm going to talk from when he's come and United say
I disagree,
his job
bro.
is not to bring. If other people want bring,
I disagree, bro.
If other people want bring, wait, let me
disagree.
finish. If other people they plan bring Gyökeres come Manchester United, Amorim himself to say he's a good player, but I would not be carrying every player, because it now means like I'll have to carry every player I work with to every team I go to. That was Amorim's statement, I think in January or so. So he said there were eyes on Gyökeres, but Amorim as manager said I would not be bringing Gyökeres to Manchester United.
Okay,
So that one no follow for a game plan. But Sesko was from last season. They've scouted him. They said let them monitor his process, and they went to get Zeski in.
I'm talking about Jackson now. Jackson moving to Newcastle, I think is a win for because Jackson cannot play at Chelsea. Now I'm not saying he cannot play because Chelsea bought wingers, so he cannot move to the wings. If they didn't invest in wingers, I still okay. Then they move Jackson to the wings. But now they bought wingers in that team. They are still talking to Garnacho and Simeon, so they are probably going to bring one of them before the window closes. So Jackson is going to be the top striker. I think in everything, if he goes to Newcastle, he's going to play first team football. No matter what even they buy Wisha, they can pay Wisha and Jackson. So for me, I think Jackson should go to if they can pay.
Jackson should leave Chelsea
and go where I think
he should leave Chelsea and go anywhere he wants to go to. Newcastle wants Sesko and Wisha for the attack. So I don't know if they can't find a bidder for Jackson and he can come on loan at Newcastle, no wahala, but he should find his way. Chelsea should find a buyer. Newcastle's target this summer is Sesko and Wisha in that fall before they now consider anything about.
But obviously,
now look at it.
Obviously, they are not going.
Before Chelsea scouted for Jackson at Villarreal and Newcastle opted for Sesko at Real Sociedad. These two players were profiled to be similar. Isak and Jackson were profiled to be similar. They are sleek, they are fast, they are strong, they are physical. Though Isak has a lanky body, he's slim, he knows to get body like that. Jackson get body. They were sleek. Both of them can play from the left and as a striker. Real Sociedad and Villarreal. But the only thing is, one is more clinical than the other. When the other one see post, as everything eye closed, he go score goals. The other one finish 1-on-1, balloon in chance. So that's the two players they had in Villarreal and in Real Sociedad, Isak and Jackson and Isak. Coming down to Premier League, we've seen that this one is still not clinical, but still sleek and physical and can adapt to the league. Jackson. If they opt to go for, and that's what they're looking for a striker who is physical in front of goal or physical among defenders, sleek and find as in with his positional awareness, he's sleek, he can run into spaces and get the ball of those spaces and still score goals, clinicality. And I think Sesko has it. Now, if we can't get Sesko, look for someone else who has it. Jonathan David is off the market. He's gone somewhere else right now on free as well. So the next person that has it is Jackson.
Oh wow, Jackson will get
he's fast. The only thing Jackson is missing right now is clinicality in front of goal.
That's the most important thing.
He's missing right now. But his link-up play, his hold-up play, his sneakiness, and his ball carrying ability.
I think
he has everything.
I think if he goes to
Newcastle, and Jackson is also a double figure. Jackson is also a double figure kind of goal. So even if he scored 20,
double figures count.
Wait.
Even
if they score 20, 30 goals, if they score you 10, 15 goals,
where you see 15.
And I think
if they reach 15,
where you see 15.
I think if he goes to Newcastle, it's less pressure. They are not forcing you to be an early striker. You go there, relax, play football.
And Newcastle is not a retirement club.
They are not retiring Jackson. Jackson is coming to work.
Newcastle is not a retirement club for super strikers who cannot hold down a position.
So now Manchester United be super club, retirement club.
Manchester United go and buy your Jackson and leave Sesko for Newcastle.
This is the plan. Just your Badele will not work.
Go and buy your Jackson.
If Sesko don't work for Newcastle, they have to go for Jackson. I think it's a good deal for everybody. Jackson is still a Premier League player. If he goes from Chelsea to Newcastle, he's going to play. The Howe is a good coach. He can get better, probably do better with Jackson. Because what they are actually looking at is Sesko, but Sesko is looking that he's leaning towards Manchester United. The player has not made he has not chosen anybody yet. He's still looking at both deals. But for Jackson, let's hope that Jackson will work. Remember, for Chelsea, they at least need to sell Sterling. They need to sell Disasi. They need to sell Chilwell. Nkunku is on the market too. Anybody will want to come by, make una come by, because Chelsea is signing players. Nkunku, we are not even talking about Nkunku because Nkunku will not even play. On the left, there are both two players. From the middle, he will not play. So Nkunku needs to be, if he needs to play football, let's see how that transfers will happen. Okay, let's get to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports, and I'll read some of the comments before we talk other transfers, before we take phone calls. Okay, Anacletus Obi, good morning to you. He's saying, John, you cannot use Højlund Manchester United start to judge him, measure them with their stats outside Manchester United. We all know that Manchester United have special issues. Okay, Chigos here, welcome to the show. Say, even though as much as I like Manchester United to get sesko, I'm afraid that what happened to others might happen to him. It's possible. That's the thing.
The Manchester United factor.
It's possible.
It's possible. Okay, and Athletic is also saying, John, who scored 9 goals in the Serie A and who scored 13 goals in the Bundesliga is so. What is so special about a man with 13 goals a season in the Bundesliga? The Bundesliga
9 goals cumulatively. So, it's not one season.
Okay,
look at your facts.
Chukwuebuka, welcome to the show. Says sesko is far better than anything Manchester United have currently as an attack.
Thank you.
Who was Isak before Newcastle move? But in 2 seasons in a row, the story have changed. Okay,
who was Isak
before? No, it's also saying.
Did they watch La Liga?
He said Chukwuebuka is saying, okay, on Sporting and Newcastle, we are considering what we are saying. We won't have Gyökeres and Isak today. Okay, no, so Sporting, okay, on Sporting and Newcastle, we are considering what you are saying today. We won't have Gyökeres and Isak today. Guys, sesko is not 10 times better, but 500,000 times better than Højlund.
Thank you.
Defensive midfielder.
Thank you.
Okay, Sunto is saying, okay, Sunto is saying, if welcome to the show, if it's not better for Manchester United to buy a 22-year-old for 80 million euros than a 70 million on 30-year-old, okay, it's better of 30-year-old Watkins because he's Premier League proven. Okay, sesko because of age. Okay, Joseph Ibe saying, I don't understand, John, this morning. No, I told you guys. Okay, okay. He said, I don't like sesko. Somebody that cannot score 20 league goals in 4th or 5th rated league in Europe. Okay, Joseph, they are buying potential again, but let's see if this potential is going to work out for them. Okay, Tochi Peters, welcome to the show. Say, John, leave Jackson alone. Jackson should move. Okay, Jacob, welcome to the show. Jacob, this is the first time I'm seeing Tochi. This is the first time I'm seeing you guys. If you are here, please remember to subscribe to our channel. I say good morning to you. Jacob is saying good morning to you, Godwin also, and John. I am not in support for what you guys are saying about Jackson because I know very well Jackson can score even 10 goals. Okay.
Can score 10 goals. Just compared to somebody that can score 21 goals.
Okay, just Jordan, why you drop my comments? I'm not all your comments I will come read now. I will read the one that everybody is dropping comments. Okay, thank you guys for joining us on today's show. Remember, guys, if you are listening to me, please remember to subscribe to our channel. We are building this family together. Okay, let's talk about Chuk is on the show. Okay, Chuk is talking about Barcelona. Okay, Stegen is perfect example of what John is saying. He is no more needed, but he doesn't want to live in peace. He is playing strong head. Okay, and he say any updates on Lookman? They are still talking about the update on Lookman. Let's talk about a little bit about Nigerians abroad because Lookman is still on the story, and Ndidi is finalizing his move to Turkey. So, but for Lookman is still going to that war with Atalanta. He's still trying to move, but Atlanta is saying you must pay whatever it is that they are telling Inter to pay. Yesterday, the president of Atlanta came out to say that the deal, whatever Lookman is talking about, was 2 years ago when they had an agreement. They rejected a bid for he wanted to go to PSG. They rejected that bid for PSG. Last 2 seasons, and told them that last season, if a big team outside Italy, that's what the Atlanta president said. You know that everybody will talk their own side. They say that if any big team outside Italy come, they will sell. But with Inter, it's different. So Lookman is still in the dark. I'm just hoping that what happened with Osimhen will not happen to him because the whole thing about Osimhen and Napoli dragged. Now, even before the window closed, they had to now move to Italy. Now he has joined the Galatasaray. Then Lookman is still going to war with Atlanta to allow him join Inter Milan.
See, Bro, this
going
is
to be very, very interesting.
Godwin, if you look at the piece, if you look at the way Atlanta president came out to address the matter, it wasn't the same as rough as the way PSG Napoli came out. But Napoli was like there was back and forth insult. Atlanta is telling you this is what happened, this is what happened. It's not really greedy. It's telling you if a team comes outside it, because these people are coming to challenge, and I want to challenge for the league. I can't sell my best players to them and still find out.
You already sold your highest scoring player. You
Last
say
season.
you can't sell your best player.
To the highest scoring player, now to Saudi, they sell and go.
Now this team, now you want use challenge for. Let's tell ourselves the truth. No, if you are a mid-table team, admit to yourself
Atlanta for
that
the
we
past,
are a mid-table
yes,
team, and I'm working on myself to challenge for the title.
I agree.
Don't come
but for the past 3 seasons, Atlanta has not been a mid-table team. They've been in the top 6 of the Italian Serie A.
Yes, granted.
They've wanted at some point last season they were top of the table. If not for village people that was in their
at some point too, other teams in the Premier League were top of the table. That's not new.
That's not new. Premier League. These people were towards. I'm talking about from January to the end of the season.
That's
at some point they went on up top. You get, and I think it was one point between them and Napoli and Inter Milan. Just 1 point. At some point they went 2 points above Napoli and Inter Milan in the table. So I'm saying they've been competing for the league for the past 2 years. Last 2 seasons they won the. Was it last season they won the Europa League? Last season they finished third on the table. You get. This season they might go all out and get it than selling my best player to Inter Milan.
You already sold one of your best players too.
To Saudi, not to Italian, not to Italian rivals.
You can't
to a Saudi club.
You can't come in here and say you are competing for the league this season after you've sold your highest goal scorer and not replaced him. And this man, they've not replaced him. And this man wants to leave. You are telling me that you cannot sell to a Serie A contender and you finished third last season. They whine me.
Okay, let's see what Lookman is going to do.
I'm not serious about the title.
He's still fighting with Atlanta to allow him to leave to join Inter Milan. He's still on the dark about all this thing, but they've sorted out. We have about 20 or 25 days before the transfer window closes. They have to sort it out. For indeed they have to go. Indeed, talking with Batista, that deal is almost done. So he's going to play his football in Turkey next season. Hopefully he will do well and bigger things will come for him. Or even if he finishes and go to Saudi and chop money, he's 28 years, just play maybe 2 seasons there, 30 years, go to Saudi, chop money for 3 years and go and retire. So I think that indeed he's going to move to Turkey. Congratulations to him and everybody. I'm hoping that Lookman will find a club or settle with Atlanta so that he can move to Inter Milan and play better football or play Champions League football. Okay, back to our YouTube channel. Team X is here. Good morning, Red. Welcome to the show. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. I can see your comments. Newcastle spread their legs and said, okay, are you in for sesko? Okay, sesko. Newcastle is trying to struggle. He's going to struggle. They are going to struggle to get a striker, but I think Jackson is going to fit in well at Newcastle if he moves. If they don't get second, they should just go for Jackson and get a better player. Okay, let's talk about let's move away from transfer news a little bit and talk about the CHAN that is happening. Nigeria is playing in the competition. African Nation Championship is CHAN, and they are being grouped. They are in a group. Group of three teams. They are lost the first game yesterday. Nigeria is in Group D. Group D is Senegal, Congo, Sudan, and Nigeria. That is the group in that CHAN competition. Yesterday they played Senegal and lost 1-0. You know that they are trying. This CHAN is about home-based players tournament. No foreign players is joining. Just home play. Everybody should bring players play in their own division, domestic league, and the CAF formed a tournament for them so they can probably have a chance. If they play well, they can select them, watch them in like not a global scene, but at least an African scene. Everybody can see them, they can showcase, because most of them most times don't make the main team when the main tournament. So they created another tournament for them. But Nigerian men lost lost 1-0. You know, we have been praising our women team. They have been doing us proud.
Tournament just starts now. Cut them some slack.
They should be
winning sometimes now. They've been winning for some time.
Both our female women team did unbeaten in both tournaments. They didn't even lose one game. So why not? And we are losing our first game.
But Godwin, I have to say this. You know, I said about the players that were selected to go for this top competition, and I said it's all attack, no midfield, no defense, all attack. And it's a problem for me because you're going to a competition like this, you only have 6 defenders, which means you start 4, 2 on the bench. And in the offensive, you have more than a full starting team in the offense. If you're only a space that's supposed to be for 3 players has about 10 players already there. So your midfielders are like less. It's a problem for me because I keep asking, are we just selecting players based on their marketability? The availability in the market, or how you can market them. I don't know if that's what we're, because if you had gone with a stronger structure in midfield, you would have blown Senegal out of the water. Because in that, if you look at that game yesterday, it was shameful to see that every ball was from defense to attack. Nothing like possession, midfield, let's try and hold on to the ball, let's pass around. It was just balloon it, attack, you do the rest. They come back and defend, balloon again, attack, do the rest. It was a problem. It was like watching Godangwa football without a game plan. You know, in Godangwa football, like street football, call it Godangwa, across the streets of Enugu, when you're playing football, if you go forward and you choke, you pass back and start to they call it rebuild. You go back, you send the ball back to the goalkeeper, and you start from behind, you grow again till you get to your goal. But this game yesterday was about long balls to the front line without the midfield getting any action of the game.
Let's see what happens. Senegal are the defending champions of this competition, and they played the one against Nigeria 1-0. Let's hope that the other games that we're going to play in this competition, they do well and make us proud as our women has done us. Okay, let's take phone calls before we talk. Okay, let's take phone calls. Okay, before we take phone calls, back to our YouTube channel. Tochi Peter is saying Nigeria should do better. Yes, Nigeria should do better. You should play better and win. You have 2 more games in that group. Hopefully, we survive and go to the next round. Okay, let's take phone calls. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us what you think about the transfers we are talking about and Nigerian game yesterday against Senegal. Yeah, hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay, Chukwu, what is your contribution? Okay. Okay. Okay, Ganacho. Okay. Thank you very much. There are no news for now. They are still talking. If the deal goes through, they are going to sign one of those players, Simeon or Ganacho. But you have to. They are talking. Chelsea is talking. Chelsea want to buy one more winger before the transfer closes, but they want everything to be fair. They need to sell some of their players again before they can bring in one more player. Let's take more phone calls. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Thanks for Maryland.
Okay, what is your contribution?
So, now say, you don't my.
You see?
With now you with the sense, you don't my.
In there, they agreed to go for Man United and Newcastle. But I'm just saying the price is just too much. With birds of the same feather. Birds of the same feather. Now the same mama born them. Both of them are young prospects.
No, I love the prospect. They don't score 39 goals. for 87 appearance. And person who don't score 26 goals for over 96 appearance. Who the purpose?
Yeah, continue.
So, I don't know why Newcastle they worry themselves. You know, say Giant of England don't come. The woman you get in the Watkins where you feel go for. It's a way day. Samuel day or Pablo days. Why can't they disturb yourself?
Okay.
You say your father don't want to come buy goods. You want to say you get small money with the person dash you.
Okay, thank you very
much. This
much.
morning, the guy don't confirm and say in they go marry. Fabrice, all those they don't confirm. I'm to marry to reach agreement with Leipzig. Okay. Why the one can they put head with them? We go do bad next season.
I know.
That's why we go to count one by one.
Okay. Now let's
see.
Now 15 to everybody go start to. Thank you very much. 15th everybody go start this
stuff. I'm saying Carabao Cup now this weekend.
Hey.
Community Shield.
15th everybody go solve.
This weekend Community Shield.
Everybody go solve. So everybody prepare. It's not about buying. Even though I know that Manchester United like last season was buying scoring goals, so they're addressing it. And let's see if it's going to work out for them. Yeah, hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Timothy from Ontario.
Okay, what is your contribution?
Honestly, really, I think I was going for that sesko. I was seriously angry that what is it to show me about that sesko? The difference between sesko and Holland is not much. And the sesko have not played in the EPL, just like Holland has played. Let him come there and show us the difference there. They are not choking from where to Manchester United. What was his pass before going there? Sancho, what was his pass before going there? Let's not just say that the amount so outrageous that I'm even confused on what are they paying this amount for. Even they are not making this amount that are better paid. I'm an Arsenal fan. It's so annoying because what is the fact?
It's called inflation.
It's really wrong.
All right, thank you very much.
It's called inflation.
Even though that is potential, but truthfully, 95 million euros or more is big money. Even you don't blame everybody. It can move to almost like 90 million euros. Average strikers moving to 90. Imagine.
Boniface better pass these people.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, everybody in the studio. Simon, John, everybody in the studio. I greet you now.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Yes, Sonia Vitalis, which is Stafford Bridge, aka One Dine, the world champion.
Okay, what is your contribution?
My contribution about Lookman. I thought I should give that guy, they should leave him to go. They should leave him to go enter Milan because I don't think it's good to disturb his transfer. They should leave him to go. And all Nigeria players should be aware of this. What the Italy is doing is not good.
Yes.
They do it at Osimhen. Now they start with Lookman.
Okay.
And the second one is our home base. I don't see reason why they lost that match 1-0. I'm telling you honestly, that match will be drawn. I know Senegal is a defending champion. At least they should get that match draw. But the move for 1-0 is not good. They should be trying. I'm a fan of the move now. We're going to come board now. This is to make sure they carry the score.
Yes.
So now.
All right. Thank you very much.
Jackson should go to Newcastle, so you have playing time. I want Newcastle I don't interested. They should stay to Manchester United because they don't have strikers. After top 4 season. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, this time federal government is dashing everybody $100,000 if they win. Make una go win in our own, collect una own cash out.
You know the worst part is the female team that did 5 in a row said they only got presidential handshake.
Okay, let's take more calls. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yes,
good morning. Please.
This is calling from Alaba.
Okay. What is your contribution?
On our phone line, I hot take. one of the hardest things.
See, one of these days, I'll just open the phone, like everybody will call in. 1 hour, I'll just be taking calls. But one of these days.
I beg, before I start, I want to ask that City fan, I been a woman or man?
Man.
Now, John.
Now, in voice, they detect woman, I swear. I want to talk about this Lookman transfer.
Okay, quickly, please.
The way we take the run this thing, maybe Nigerians, if you like say, they understand some things. Like, you people want Atlanta to let Lookman go. They have to give their money.
Thank you. Pay.
Lookman is not that cheap. If Inter wanted Lookman, they didn't pay for it. And besides, it's just 45.
45 million euros. Come on, 45 million euros. Just.
So what are we even saying? That Atlanta should push him out or what? For crying out loud, he's still an important player in the team. A very important one at that. And letting him go should be for a good amount. We see the inflation of a transfer market these days where they just say anything you do, anyhow you do, you just get a 60 million, you get 100 million, yes. And then you people are Atlanta is just demanding 45 plus. Then you people are saying it's too much. Nah, guy, let's be considerate now.
They can not chop small money now.
Manchester and sesko. I swear, sesko they make a very big mistake if we choose Manchester United. I'm not saying this as a rival fan. No, I'm a Liverpool fan. A rivalry coming too. Okay. I know, but let's face the reality. We are talking about Manchester United, who haven't even built a world-class young player for over 5 years now.
Thank you.
I can't remember a young player that went there and succeeded. It's always a case of you are doing great at your former club, and when you come to Manchester just open your yash.
Calm down, bro. All right.
Sorry. Okay.
Manchester is not a place where a young player should be.
Okay.
At this moment.
Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, thank you.
No, go into Newcastle is way better. You would develop more and go to a better club.
Thank you very much, guy. All right, thank you very much. Okay, he has to decide on his own. Where he wants to go to, if he wants to go to Manchester United, or
he has decided he's going to Manchester United.
The rumors,
but me, as an entity, I will not pay that overinflated price.
The problem with everything that everybody is now asking for money. I understand what the last
all these German teams just they ask for too much money.
Why would they ask for money?
If sesko and all this Madueke is going for
90,
let Inter Milan pay for whatever it is,
and
because
Lookman is 45 million.
Lookman is a
and you're paying 30 million, 38, I mean 36.
Bro, you're in Italy.
It's not me.
It's not money.
Okay, now let's agree. Let me now shock you.
If you are playing in the Premier League, we'll be having this conversation. Number two, if it was the Premier League team coming for them, we can have this conversation. But why did he not get money?
Even when you go Leicester City and Everton, now loan spells.
Okay, let's take the
now even Vlahovic, where Juventus sign, how much they sign now? 70-something million to come and replace Ronaldo. Now flop.
Our market, they could sign him that much because they recovered money from Ronaldo's sale.
Now flop is
still recovering money when they
the same thing. And Inter Milan should sell players and pay the right price for.
Okay, and let's see.
Best player in the league for the past 2 years, and you're telling me.
Lookman, he wants to go to Inter, but Inter will also want to pay. But Atlanta said that they must pay before Lookman leaves. Let's see if that will happen to him. But for sesko have to decide where he wants to play. But the rumors is that he's going to choose Manchester United. Hopefully, he will go to Manchester United and do well. Okay, tomorrow we'll come back and give you more update on that sesko. So because today he's going to choose that today. So tomorrow we'll talk about sesko again, what he has decided and where he will go. Tomorrow we'll come back to hopefully again. I hope that Nigerian they are the championship. Everybody is collecting money. Make una go win or collect cash out. Ask everybody they cash out. Go win this tournament. Play well. So that I give you all, so that when the leagues, the main Super Eagles team starts playing for the qualification, some of you will be selected. Hopefully they will do well. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful day.
Enugu, and welcome to Vote 104.
Okay, thank you guys for joining us on our YouTube channel. Please, if you are here, please remember to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Tochi Peters, welcome. Red, Team X, welcome to the show. Joseph, Jacob, I can see you. Jacob's bigger boy. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you all. Emmanuel Okitibi, thank you for joining us on today's show. chukwuebuka, thank you for being part of this family. Jaja Sonko. Okay, thank you guys. Chigozie, I can see you. And Akletus, thank God, Chinonso. Thank you very much. Okay, I forgot to read thank God's comment to say good morning everyone. John, rest now. Both are the same. Jackson, Nicola Jackson is better, but I will pick Jackson over sesko.
For your club, not for Newcastle.
Okay, thank you guys for joining us on today's show. Tomorrow we are back by 8 a.m.
Epic